Let's talk about family. They come in all shapes and sizes. Like, you don't have to be related to someone to be your family. Like, if you love them or like them, they can still be your family. In our classes of family, you'll take a look at the family you find at school. What? There's family at school? That's right, there is. Come on, let's watch together.
Our class is a family. When you think of a family, you might picture one in a house. A mom, a dad, a couple of kids, plus their dogs, and a pet mouse. Perhaps you think of grandma. Or a stepmom and stepdad. It could be those 14 cousins. Or that twin who makes you mad. But family doesn't have to be who you're related to. It can be another special group who love and care for you. Have you ever thought about where most of your time is spent? It's at school with all of us. That's where all those hours went. So if our classroom is the place where we spend our days, why wouldn't we want to make it like a home in many ways? It's a place where we can show respect and kindness to each other. A spot where we can be ourselves and make memories with one another. We'll have things in common. These are connections that we'll seek. But we'll still celebrate our differences and what makes us each unique. Our classroom is a special haven where it's okay to make mistakes. We learn from them and try again, no matter what it takes. We'll all have tough days sometimes, but your teacher is here for you. And as long as you're a friend to others, your peers will be there too. Ouch. In this classroom of four walls, we will stick together. We'll help each other learn and grow in any kind of weather. So let's always remember what a great team we can be. You have our back, and we have yours. We're a classroom family. The end.
Aw, that Vooks story reminded me a lot of my own class. In my class, I have some really, really good friends that are like family, and my kindergarten teacher is the best. What about you?
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And I'm Audrey, and we just watched Our Class is a Family on Vooks.
We just created these About Me faces to share a little bit about ourselves with our class.
I'm Audrey, and my favorite food is Italian pizza.
This craft is inspired by Our Class is a Family.
My favorite part was when they said you might think of a family with a mom, a dad, a couple of kids, a pet mouse, and a couple of dogs. Here's what you'll need to make it at home.
Books activity printout,
Markers or crayons,
construction paper,
glue sticks,
scissors,
and a stapler.
Step 1, fill out the information about yourself.
I don't know how to write, so I'm gonna ask my grown-up to help me.
Color, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is pink and purple, but my real favorite color is pink.
My favorite color? Dun 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 dun, blue. It reminds me of the sea.
Step 2, cut and fold down the middle on the solid line. Step 3, color your face and cut it out.
I have color-changing eyes. When I was born, I had bright blueberry eyes, and then when I was about 4 and 5, my eyes were hazel, so my cousins called me Hazel. And now they're green.
That's actually quite cool.
Step 4, use construction paper to make the hair. My hair is really curly, so I'm making curly pieces. Step 5, glue the hair onto your face and let it dry. Try not to get it on the table.
Step 6, fold your face in half. Step 7, staple the sheets together.
This is the back right side and this is the back left side. You take them both, you put them together, and you staple. Step 8, get to know each other. You can open or close your About Me book to reveal information. My name is Victoria and my favorite food is sardines.
What? That's your favorite food?
Yeah, I know, it's kind of gross.
It really is. That's pretty much made for cats.
If you don't have books, what are you waiting for? It's a kid-safe, ad-free library full of storybooks brought to life.
Ask your grown-up and start exploring more fun stories like these. Okay, I'm gonna start.
Oh, we forgot to say bye.
Bye.
Our class is a family. When you think of a family, you might picture one in a house. A mom, a dad, a couple of kids, plus their dogs, and a pet mouse. Perhaps you think of grandma, or a stepmom and stepdad. It could be those 14 cousins. Or that twin who makes you mad. But family doesn't have to be who you're related to. It can be another special group who love and care for you. Have you ever thought about where most of your time is spent? It's at school with all of us. That's where all those hours went. So if our classroom is the place where we spend our days, why wouldn't we want to make it like a home in many ways? It's a place where we can show respect and kindness to each other. A spot where we can be ourselves and make memories with one another. We'll have things in common. These are connections that we'll seek. But we'll still celebrate our differences and what makes us each unique. Our classroom is a special haven where it's okay to make mistakes. We learn from them and try again, no matter what it takes. We'll all have tough days sometimes, but your teacher is here for you. And as long as you're a friend to others, your peers will be there too. Ouch. In this classroom of 4 walls, we will stick together. We'll help each other learn and grow in any kind of weather. So let's always remember what a great team we can be. You have our back, and we have yours. We're a classroom family. The end.
Vooks!
Benji, the bad day, and me. At recess, I got yelled at for kicking the fence. At lunch, they ran out of my favorite pizza, so I didn't eat. And on the bus home, the driver missed my stop. So I had to walk all the way back in the rain. Now I'm hungry, cold, and wet. Grrr! Shh, says Mama as soon as I open the door. Benji's playing in his box. When Benji's in his box, it's because he's had a bad day at preschool. When Benji's had a bad day, we tiptoe and speak softly. When I've had a bad day, no one tiptoes or speaks softly. Benji, Mama, and I made that box last summer. Mama cut the window flaps, and Benji and I splashed on the paint. Inside, it's cozy and safe. But only big enough for Benji and his blue blanket. I sure wish I had a box for days like this. Benji wiggles his fingers at me. Hi, Benji, I say softly. Benji's face appears. Wet Sammy, Benji says. Samuel, says Mama. There's water all over the floor. Take your shoes off this instant.
It's not my fault I had to walk all that way in the rain. Benji's block city is spread all around. Watch your step, Mama says. Benji's been working hard on that. I know, I helped, I start to say. But Mama's phone rings and she turns away. I stick my tongue out at the box. I do my best karate kick high in the air above Benji's block city. Ka-cha! I've always wanted to learn karate. Mama says I can't right now because the classes are on Tuesdays. And that's when we have to visit the super happy lady at Benji's clinic downtown. Let's bounce the ball, super happy lady likes to say. But Benji never does. Let's play a game. But Benji never plays. Meanwhile, I'm told to sit in the waiting room and not bother anyone. On super happy lady days, we always get back home tired. So Mama will make berry smoothies to help us feel better. Then she'll wrap Benji tight in his big blue blanket, just how he likes, and tell him, "You're my little burrito." But today, there are no berry smoothies and no burritos. Today, Mama is busy and Benji is hiding. This day is just plain old rotten. Thump goes the box. It's Benji kicking around in there. Hey, I say, come out and I'll teach you karate. But he doesn't. So I go to the kitchen and pour some cereal. But when I add the milk, too much gushes out. I am grumpy, hungry, and cold. And now there is milk everywhere. I have had it with this fence-kicking, rain-dripping, milk-spilling day. I cry mad, sad, shivery tears. No one notices. Ka-thunk. Benji's coming out. He holds his blanket up high and tiptoes through the block city. Benji spreads his blanket flat on the floor. What's he doing? He pulls me down on the fuzzy blueness and makes me lie straight and still. Then he rolls me over and over. He works hard to wrap me up tight. Benji leans over me. His forehead clunks my forehead. His eyes look right in my eyes. "You're my little burrito," he says. I open the blanket and let Benji in. little brother, I say. And that's how Mama finds us. Can I come in too? She asks. Whether the day is good or bad, Benji and I will be okay. That's because the two of us are brothers. Side by side is where we are and how we'll always be.
Author's note. At our house, our autistic and non-autistic sons alike had fuzzy blankets they carried around, and they often asked, on both good days and bad, to be wrapped tight into burritos. This can be comfy and calming, and it's what sparked the idea for this story. It's important to note that no two autistic kids are alike, and their needs and behaviors will be different. Some, like Benji, are super sensitive to sensory input. The world can feel too bright, too loud, and too intense. Other kids are sensory seekers. Some may like to drum on things and clap their hands and shout out. And many kids like to stim, to rhythmically fidget or move as a way to disperse extra energy and stress. Certain autistic kids will visit a sensory gym, or OT, occupational therapy clinic, as in the Super Happy Lady illustration, to help with coordination and sensory processing. But not all. Different kids have different needs, strengths, and challenges. It's not always easy being a brother or a sister. It's hard at times to be patient. We all have bad days, and it's okay to express those feelings in appropriate ways. Despite the bad days, though, sibling bonds can be one of life's best and most important gifts. Thank you for reading about Sammy and Benji.
If you don't have Vooks, what are you waiting for? It's a kid-safe, ad-free library full of storybooks brought to life. My favorite story on Vooks is The Unicorn and Horse, because the horse feels like he's, well, not beautiful, but he actually is. I'm going to explore more on Vooks, and you should too. Don't wait around. Ask your grown-up and start exploring more fun stories like these. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks for watching. For more stories, try the Vooks app for free today.